With a December snow blanketing much of the Midwest and Northeast, what a perfect time to be in the Sunshine State as we welcome you to TIAA Bank Field in Jacksonville, Florida. Straight ahead, we've got a good one on tap here between the Arizona Cardinals and the Jacksonville Jaguars. This fielded right at the goal line. Oh, a good return up past the 30.
The Cardinals take over first and 10 at their own 33-yard line.
So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. The drive will start with an option going left. They'll wind up getting a yard on the game's first play at second down.
Well, Charles, you think about this defense. This week in preparation, you couldn't hide the fact from them that they're facing a team that's lost 7 in a row. You just wonder if they prepared the same way they normally do.
Yeah, that's a great question because normally that preparation goes into what you do well on defense. What is the best thing that you do going into a game? But in this case, you might want to take all the tendencies and throw them out the window. I would expect them to throw every trick play in the book right out of the gate in order to try and get something established and get things moving.
Finding room at midfield. Here's Murray from midfield. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Brought down by Trayvon Walker on the pass rush. And Charles, part of the reason they lost last week, they didn't have a single sack. Well, they changed that quickly.
But did they ever? And it was something they talked about with us extensively. They needed to get pressure. How are they going to get to the quarterback? Obviously, they schemed themselves into a great play, didn't they?
A 4-yard pickup that gets them going forward, but still 15 yards left on third down.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
Now a third down throw, but it misses the target. Incomplete.
That's the first third down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key third down throws.
So they're forced to punt on fourth as this one's away. Oh, he's going to go ahead and field it from the 3-yard line. Almost outkicked his coverage there. 48-yard punt, but 10 on the return. And it'll be Jaguar football as they take over deep in their own territory. Lawrence bringing the Jaguars up first and 10 at their own 13. Looking to throw, Lawrence. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. This is intercepted. Shaquill Griffin with a pick. And the Cards are going to take possession of the football. They're trying to resurrect his confidence. Last week was a disaster. 5 interceptions in that loss, and another pick there.
I played with a quarterback like this before, and he had a tough game, and the head coach said, I'll take him, I'll fix him. The very next game, he started out the exact same way. The head coach turned to the offensive coordinator and said, he's yours from now on. Someone has to take responsibility and work with him and try and get him settled.
Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
They suspected that it was a power play up the middle coming at them, and boy, were they right. That defense got downhill in a hurry and limited them to just a couple on first down.
Here's the option going left on 2nd down. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. Excellent job on the keeper. 20 yards and a first down.
And this, I mean, it's certainly something to watch out for. He is not afraid to call his own number on plays like that, and here he takes it for good yardage.
And we know this defense prepared all week for this, but sometimes when you see it in person, it's a whole different ball game, and all that preparation, it goes right out the window.
And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down.
Obviously, a big play was needed, and you can see his eyes light up as he realized there's absolutely no one in front of him. And he takes off and goes a long way. Not only does he pick up a first down, but a big gain to boot.
Swift will take this one in. It's a Cardinal touchdown.
Did my eyes deceive me, or was that an I formation play that was just run there for a touchdown?
Little old school eye.
How about that? Was that a fullback, tailback, running it into the end zone?
Well, that's what that fullback's for, right? That's why you use that. Let him pave the way.
Oh, without a doubt. He's an extra blocker, and he did his job well on that play.
Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others. Where they think they have an advantage, dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34.
On 2nd down, here's Mitchell.
2 yards on the pickup, and that's all they needed to move the sticks.
The Jaguars at 8-7, a game over 500 on the year. And Charles, they were losers last time out. What do you think they need to do differently here?
Well, I don't think it needs to be as drastic as burning up last week's game tape or not watching it, but the attitude has to be what's done is done. Let's move on. Put that one behind them, galvanize themselves, and go forward and get a win in this one. And as a quarterback, you're always pleased when you can use all the weapons at your disposal. Here he spots his fullback underneath, gets the completion right there for a nice pickup.
Opening carry of the game for Cordero Patterson. 7 yards there and a first down.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
First down, here's Mitchell. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Now Lawrence to throw. He's letting it fly for Cooks.
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted.
Anthony, and now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And I think they are going to get this one back. Boy, that would have been something. Double turnovers, but instead they'll keep the possession on the INT.
The start of this game has me doing flashbacks and remembering when I was playing and seeing a similar start and seeing the head coach actually take a timeout and gather the whole team around him and tell him everybody to get it together. Let's get some focus going here, because maybe he just sensed that maybe the whole team wasn't ready to play.
Yeah, well, they've gone interception, now fumble. Play action. Now it's Murray. Out to it, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
Chase on.
after the sack. Oh, they're staring at a challenge basically from the other side of town. It's 2nd and a country mile. Another try after the first down sack. Murray. He'll get this off to Swift. And he'll be upended here after a pickup of 3, getting it out to the 25.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get it out to your running back, and it could turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
And he'll get this into the hands of Swift once again.
And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Cardinal football here to start quarter number 2. Here comes the Cardinals punter now. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. They'll score that a 36-yard punt, and the Jaguars go on offense, 1st down and 10. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively. Obviously, 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that colored jersey all week? Not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
From the 44, Lawrence. And a quick throw here that's complete.
And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Trying the right side with Mitchell. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Now Lawrence. Oh, that's the 3rd interception for Lawrence. Anthony Averett picks it. And the Cardinals will take over here as they get it up to the 43-yard line. A nightmare of a first half for him. That's now 3 interceptions. But, Charles, with his talent, if anyone can shake this off and right the ship, it's him.
I agree, because you don't get to be one of the best quarterbacks in the league without developing some major mental toughness. So I expect him to go to the locker room at halftime, hit the reset button, and come out a new guy in half number 2.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. They'll stay on the ground with Swift. And 3 yards there takes him to the 45.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks, allow other people to make tackles. And when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
From the gun on 3rd down, Murray. He's going to find his running back. It's complete.
He's going to have the 1st down and more than that.
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A very solid gain of 27. So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 27. They fake the handoff. Now Murray. And that's off the mark, incomplete.
So many things have to go right for any passing play to work out. Quarterback has to understand the defense, deliver an accurate ball. Receiver has to concentrate and bring it in. Somewhere along the assembly line, something was off with that one.
On 2nd down, Swift.
And down inside the 15 he goes. That goes for 14 yards. First down, Cardinals.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
First down, and they go with Swift again. And not even back to the line of scrimmage this time as they're on him quickly once more. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Murray now to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. K'Lavon Chaisson in there to bring him down, and that is sack number 17 for him now on the year. Well, that last sack puts Murray and the Cards in a tough spot, 3rd and long. Swift going to try up the middle. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. It's a gain of 5, and it'll lead to a 4th down. Now Aldrick Rosas for the field goal attempt. This just a 35-yard attempt from the left hash. Rosas' kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further.
Well, they already had the early lead, and they get the interception, Charles, and now they add 3 more with the field goal.
Yeah, they're in control of how this game is playing out so far. You mentioned the early lead. Now they're expanding on it, getting plays on both sides of the ball. A winning recipe if they can keep this up.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. Now, they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. To throw again on 2nd down. Lawrence. Over the middle, and it's incomplete.
Lots of incompletions on 1st and 2nd down. It certainly seems like a reflection of what we've seen so far in this game. The defense, quicker to the punch so far. Let's see if they can get something going here on 3rd down.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Here's Lawrence to throw. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Byron Murphy. And the Cards are going to take possession of the football.
Well, CD, when you mentioned earlier about spreading the ball around in this game, I don't think you mentioned the guys in the other uniform. With 4 interceptions here in the first half, and several different guys have picked him off.
Yeah, instead of analyzing what's going wrong with him, throwing the football, while we look at the defense, they came in prepared. An excellent game plan, well scouted, and they're taking it away at almost every turn.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Murray. Caught by Jones.
And they're going to get this down inside the 20.
For many teams, the evaluation of tight ends has really changed. We used to wonder about how they would block first and foremost. Now we want to know how these guys can run, because we envision them in offenses catch the ball. How much yardage can they gain after that?
And that on display there for a good pickup. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a 1st down. They will run straight ahead with Swift. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Here's Murray. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up, not that time. After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Murray now. And that will be incomplete with a clock showing 18 seconds now to go.
His back has been a dependable safety valve all game, so he went back to him when his first read was covered. Just unable to connect, so the play results in no gain.
Rosas' kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further.
So they get the turnover in plus territory. The drive stalls out, but still able to get 3 out of that.
Yeah, we were able to see an offense and a defense kind of mix and match with each other, didn't we? Both of them trying to make sure that they had the upper hand and the advantage. Offense trying to get to the end zone. Defense, of course, trying to hold them to a field goal attempt. And it wasn't a guaranteed lock 3 from where they started. So, you know, the offense has to be happy to come away with those 3 points.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. A snap to Lawrence as he taps this forward. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line.
And this is just a little touch pass. They send the receiver in motion, just kind of tap it forward to him. Now, it doesn't turn into a huge play, but they do pick up a first down, a nice, consistent gain.
Down. 3.
A snap to Lawrence as he taps this forward.
And he's going to be taken down here as that will lead us to the end of the first half of play. So we've come upon halftime here in Week 17 as we now go downstate to Orlando and check in with Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth ready for quarter number 3. The final 2 quarters of the NFL regular season are upon us as the second half of Week 17 is underway. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive.
Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well. They've kept them around in this game. Now, they've got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
On 2nd and 10, Lawrence. It's hauled in by Brandon Cooks. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. That one covers 29 yards, first down.
But look what we have here, a sustained drive, and that was certainly AWOL in the first half. They really struggled to try and move the football. But right now, they certainly seem to have the formula working. Let's see if they can keep it up.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Lawrence will throw. Got a man. It's Patterson, complete. And they'll work this down inside the 30.
go play action now. Lawrence checks this one down. It's Mitchell. And he's going to get this down near the 25.
I think the best offenses love to get the ball to their running backs in open space because they have the ability to make people miss, and they also have the ability to run over people. And if you do that throughout the game, after a while, they might just run through some of those tackles and go a long way.
Well, we saw him shed a nice tackle on that play. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down.
They'll run with Patterson.
And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first. 2 yards is the pickup, and it's good enough for a Jacksonville first.
They had yet to run the ball at all on this drive, but third and short, definitely was a great time to dial one up.
Throwing now, Lawrence on first down.
And now here's another interception.
Isaiah Simmons picking it off.
And that has to be a little bit discouraging because after all their halftime talk, adjustments, and points of emphasis, their first drive ends with an interception. Absolutely aggravating if you're a head coach because you spent all that time, gone through every situation possible, and it still ends in a turnover.
And he finds a little bit of room, enough for 4 yards. It'll be second down.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
Once again, it's Swift.
And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Now they're going to be dealing with a 3rd and 7. Is that one officially a loss of 1?
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments.
On third down, here comes Swift.
And he gets this only to the 44-yard line. Not near enough to keep the drive alive. Murray and company going for it on 4th. Buying time to his left. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down.
On the handoff, this is Swift.
Trying to run inside, but nothing there.
And the linebacker, Jeremiah Owusu-Koramoah, on the tackle.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Right back to Swift again on second down.
Down to the 30 after a gain of 3.
Not a whole lot of room to maneuver there, and I think that's because everyone took care of their responsibilities, filled their gaps, held their place. No place for him to run.
Yeah, looked good. Everything got funneled to the nose tackle. They swallowed him up. Here's play number 7 on the drive. This is 3rd and 7. To throw, it's Murray. And he wisely will throw that one away. Jackson goes past defense, holds serve, 4th down.
Come on.
They're going for it. It's Murray. That's to his running back, complete.
Swift is hit, and he coughs it up.
And the Jags grab it. And he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line. And hindsight 2020, I think they probably should have gone for the field goal, right?
The 3 points would look really good right now, but I think what we just saw there, analytics really starting to creep into the game because more and more teams are saying the more you go for it, the better your odds of getting it, the better your odds of scoring 6 points instead of 3. They took a chance there. It just didn't pay off.
Yeah, right here, the anti-analytics guys go thumbs up.
Meanwhile, Lawrence's throw complete to McBride. And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43.
And that was good protection there. No, that was great protection there because it allowed him to lock in on his receiver, although I think he was looking for his tight end on the corner route all the way. Nice connection there for a really nice gain.
On 1st and 10, it's Lawrence being chased out left. And that'll be incomplete.
His impatience has to be bubbling over, trying to find a way to get his team to the end zone for the first time. He did find a way to break contain and get outside to buy his receivers a little extra time, but the connection couldn't be made on that throw.
And my goodness, another interception. Anthony Averett picks it. And the Cardinals are going to take possession of the football. And that gives him now 3 interceptions in the game.
Well, someone's locked into what they're trying to get done in the passing game. When was the last time we had someone get 3 in a contest?
2011, wasn't it? Kurt Coleman.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
With the Eagles.
That's right. Then with the Eagles, and I believe it was against Washington or Rex Grossman.
That's correct. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
It always helps when you get great run support from your safeties, and when you get one who can actually read the play and get upfield and shut it down before it gets going, that's exactly what you're looking for.
On 2nd and 12, Murray looking for his running back, and he's got him. And he's going to be taken down at about the 33. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here.
Swim.
Third and 2, and here's Murray. And that would not to be. It's incomplete. So they couldn't hook up. His time is now run out on this third. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Murray sets to throw on 4th. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the Jags grab it. And they take over. They'll set up shop at the 46-yard line.
Partner, that one looked like it was over. I mean, they had control, had the football, and the defense had to make a play in order to keep them in the game. That's exactly what they did.
And now that door ajar, 2-score game, so hold on here. Not done in the 4th. Following the fumble recovery, Lawrence. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Well, we've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away.
They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. From the shotgun, Lawrence. This is taken in by McBride. And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line. Lawrence on 3rd down. Left side, it's complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
And the red zone precision is the watchword. If the throw's a little too early, too late, maybe off a little bit, going to be a good chance that any attempt is going to be a contested one, and that one falls incomplete.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. And to throw again is Lawrence. Runs over it. And that's complete to Cooks.
And the Jaguars are going to have a 1st and goal as he'll be taken down at the 7-yard line.
Good yardage on the completion there. When they look at the scoreboard, they do understand the field goal is not going to do them any good. My guess, they're going to press the ball downfield as far as possible, try and throw it into the end zone and get a score because they know they've got to get that done and get the ball back as quickly as possible.
The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal.
Now Lawrence.
Got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Jaguars.
Elijah Mitchell.
His 6th touchdown of the season.
And the Jaguars are finally on the board here in the 4th quarter.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
This taken in at the goal line. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. Now, Charles, of course, you got to remember, last possession they fumbled. It led to a touchdown. 1-score game here. Got to be careful.
And this is where coaching and training really comes into play, doesn't it? What does everyone say after next play, move on, next drive? That mantra has to come to the front. They've got to take care of business right here and act like the last series just didn't happen.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10.
From the gun, here's Swift.
And he'll take it ahead to the 28-yard line. The Cardinals on 3rd down. Not so hot. 2 for 9 to this point. This will be 3rd and 5. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should be intercepted. It's falling incomplete. Critical play in this football game, because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that if they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
Call it a 48-yard punt. Give them 9, though, on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And you sense the tide turning. They scored, then their defense forced the punt, and now a chance to ultimately take the lead here late. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Right back to Mitchell here. And space tough to come by there as he'll get maybe a yard to the 37.
As big of a play as we've had in this one so far. This is 3rd and 3.
Now Lawrence to throw.
Gets this one to Juszczyk.
And he is going to have a Jags first down as they convert on 3rd and 3 with a nice gain of 7 yards. Running left, here's Mitchell. And a lane slow and materializing there as he'll get maybe a yard up to the 45.
Sometimes you're aligned perfectly and the play comes to you, and sometimes you got to cover some ground to go make the play as we just saw there.
We saw a great example of perseverance right there on that play.
Got to be careful. They might want to put one over his head as this game progresses.
And that falls to the ground, incomplete. Well, a nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down.
Oh, nice defensive effort there, providing the hit as the ball got to the receiver, separates him from the catch, and normally he's a sure-handed target.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9.
Lawrence. The pressure gets to Lawrence, and he'll go down. Here we go. Gotta have it. Lawrence. And that's intercepted yet again, and that could be the backbreaker.
Dante Jackson picks it.
And the Cards are going to take possession of the football.
On 1st and 10, it's Swift. And some room to run now. Touchdown, Cardinals. DeAndre Swift, his 11th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Cardinals add on to their lead, and they appear poised to break this long losing streak. It appears they're going to throw for it with Murray. And this one's caught. And their fourth quarter lead grows by a couple more. And the formula there on the two-point try, they go 5 wide. Not even the option to hand the ball off. They got it.
They tried to create space, and there isn't a whole lot of it there for the defense.